Well, hello my beautiful Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your reading for January 2021. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody, so please take what is for you and leave the rest behind. This is your general 2021 January reading. I will be doing a yearly reading for you in the next couple of days, so please look out for that as well. But let's get straight to January, my beautiful Capricorn. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? January 2021. We have the Wheel of Fortune. This is your protagonist energy for the month of January. So there is a turning point here, a lucky one at that. So if you felt stuck in a rut or you've been going round and round in circles about a certain situation, expect some sort of shift for the positive. You'll also start to see synchronicity as well move through your sign, which will give you a sort of indications that luck is, wow. Capricorn, I think I'd rather be a Capricorn right now. We got the Star card as well. This is in your resistance position, the antagonist position. So a lot of success and illumination, also some inspiration there as well. But as it's in the resistance position, you may be ignoring a few issues there. We will look at that and see what it is you'll be addressing. And we got the Emperor. Wow. Capricorn, you got your eye on the prize. This is your unified energy. So if you're thinking of being an entrepreneur, setting up your own business, or in some way getting your business head on there to sort of kickstart 2021 in a very strong fashion, then know that the energy is there for your success, okay? Creating strong foundations. It looks like for you. Now, the energy for 2021 in general for Capricorn is a lot of good career success. Oh my gosh. Capricorn, look at that. Ace of Earth. So some sort of lucrative financial opportunity is headed towards you. It could be a job, a raise, promotion. It's crossed by the Wheel of Fortune there. So as you can see, you've got a very successful sort of prosperous opportunity headed your way, something that may come out of the blue as well. Now, just to let you know, I'm using the Good Tarot. It's by Colette Baron Reid, and you only read uprights in this deck, so just so you're aware. Also, I'm using the White Witch Tarot, the overall energy there for that as well. They're uprights as well. Now we got a Tower moment. I mean, you can't have good without the bad, right, Capricorn? But a Tower basically indicates a surprise. Especially in this deck, it's about a paradigm shift. You know, sort of illusions crumbling, or some sort of shift here. It's a transformative shift that sort of takes away something in order to replace it with something better. And as you've got the Wheel of Fortune with the Ace of Earth, it looks like something is crumbling away to bring you that wonderful opportunity in its place. Now, also it could be about something you're ignoring that you need to heal, or we will go deeper and find out. But there's shedding here. Look, we got the Eight of Air. Now, this is about a release from some sort of denial. As I said, paradigm shift. Things are shifting for more clarity, so you can see things as they truly are. Now, they actually want that on the Tower card because they came out together to cross the star. Thank you so. Whoa. Okay. So let's see what your unified energy is. Look, transformation, Six of Air. So that indicates a necessary shift here. Now, this could also be some sort of relocating or movement, but it's for your highest good there. There's transformative change. Wow. This is, yeah, really exciting energy. We got transformation there, which is basically the Death card energy. So endings bringing new beginnings, a shift. Also, as you can see, it's about blowing away the dust of your life to see what's what, really see clearly where you're at and where you want to go. Also, it's about honoring that inner magic that you have, the cycles of birth, life, and death. And it's almost like rising through the ashes, like that phoenix. And, you know, an exciting shift is kind of heading your way. Now, we also got that Messenger of Fire, and there's the exciting shift. So this opportunity that's coming your way in January 2021 is something that speaks to your passion, something that you're strongly emotional about. When you get this, this is about a determination for a new adventure, but also innovation. You know, you're independent, you march to the beat of your own drum, and there is creative action here. You're very headstrong, Capricorn. I'm not sure if you've heard that before, but if you haven't, you're definitely headstrong. But that's no bad thing. It's also a very good thing, because It shows you have such endurance within your soul. You're capable of anything. And crossing that Emperor card, this is about strategy for the future. So very strong foundation. And look at that, we got the Fool card. You're definitely ringing in the new. So the Fool card energy is about enthusiasm for this new approach or this new opportunity that's headed your way. When you get the Fool card and the Wheel of Fortune, it means you have to come out of your comfort zone, okay? There's a risk required, some sort of gamble, a leap of faith, as it were, to sort of accept this new opportunity. Now, this new opportunity may require some sort of travel as well, and that's what's making you feel a little bit nervous, but the energy to overcome with that resistance is, you know, it's going to put you on a very successful path. So have faith. Miracles are a little bit at play here, but they're meeting opportunity. So, and your determination and your skill set. I'm just going to go and get a little bit more energy. What they're indicating here is it's like destiny and fate meet your preparation. Okay. Now, whoa. Okay. They were just giving me a quote there. They just flew it past me. Are you able to say it again, please, Spirit? Because I just missed it. Okay. Okay. Well, it's about destiny meeting preparation. Now, they gave me this name a couple of days ago for another sign, and they're giving it to me again. So I do apologize if you've checked out your moon rising sign and you're hearing this again, but sometimes they give me the same thing. They're saying Seneca. Now, either that's your name or it's a place. I have looked it up since it came up in a reading the other day, and it seems like a philosopher. And so it may be a quote by this philosopher. It's about, fortune sort of meets your preparation. So it's not a happy accident. You're able to rise through the ranks because you're ready for this. You've got the smarts, you've got the talent, you've got the know-how, all the knowledge there. You've got the beauty, you've got everything you need within you to meet this opportunity and rise through the ranks. Now we have the Nine of Swords. So a little bit of anxiety. It may feel like it's really quick. Okay, that's why they're giving me that, you know, you're ready for this, you can do this. We got the Nine of Swords. We also have the Fool in reverse. So they're indicating that you may be unprepared for this new start, or may have even, felt a little bit, how can I put that? Cynical, like, you know what, it's a new year, but you know what, it's just the same, it's just a new day. Okay, it's just like we've just ticked over from the 31st of December into the 1st of January. It's a new day. It's nothing else. Same energy, same. Spirit's indicating don't lose hope. That's why the star is in this position, okay? They want you to acknowledge that things are shifting. Now we got the Devil in reverse there as well. So you're doing a lot of shedding. Anything that does not serve you in terms of negative energy, you're moving forward without it, which is a beautiful energy. And we have the Magician in the reverse. So I'm going to come to that in a moment, because there's an energy here again of losing hope, cynicism, but also unfulfilled potential in a certain area, okay? So we will get to it when we cross it. We have the Five of Pentacles. So they're indicating perhaps something that you may feel like you lost out on in the past. Maybe 2020 took a lot away from you, and it's very difficult for a lot of people. I'm sending out lots of love, hugs, light. It's been a very difficult time across the board. But they're indicating something that you were really good at, some sort of opportunity. It feels very much like it's almost like it's coming round again. Now, it may not be the same opportunity. I feel like it's better, okay? And we also have the Four of Swords, which is in the upright position. So in terms of love as well, they're indicating this is mainly about business for you in January. I gotta call it how it is. They've asked me to go one more, so I will. In terms of love, it looks like there's a solitary energy about you at the moment, Capricorn. So if you're not partnered with anybody, they're showing me that January, it looks like you're going to be in that same energy for January. Doesn't mean it won't shift into February, that there's new love coming for you towards the end of January into February. But they're indicating it's almost like you're knuckling down in terms of business, and it's almost like you're putting love maybe on a little bit of the back burner. I'm just going to clarify that. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. They're just saying faith to me. So maybe faith is your name. We got the Star in reverse again. So this is an energy of there may be someone that you're not talking to, someone you felt like you had to depart from in 2020, and there's a little bit of sadness or anxiety around that, but you're still in this solitary sort of either being ignored by this person or ignoring it. There's no healing with this person right now. We also have the High Priestess, but you are very connected spiritually and psychically to this person. Use your intuition. The High Priestess is about trusting in the law of divine timing and trusting in the universe. There, what they're indicating with this card is trust in the mystery of the universe. Some things are not meant to be known with the intellect, they're meant to be known with the intuition. Okay, so if you feel very connected to this person and think that you will come back into being with this person, then it will be as it is. We've got the Fool in reverse. Okay, so they're indicating at this time you feel like, you were maybe unprepared for this separation with this person. But it looks like in January, it feels like you're focusing completely on your finances and you've lost a little bit of hope in terms of love right now. Can you please show me beyond January 2021 for my beautiful Capricorn in terms of love, just so I can see what there is to look forward to, because right now they're just talking about... Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Okay, so they're indicating Knave of Pentacles, but in the reverse. So it looks like, there's a stubborn energy here between you and this person. And it's almost like a stalemate. You and this person not really willing to budge. Capricorn. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting. You may be dealing with another earth element, sort of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Both very stubborn energies. And we have the Eight of Swords, but it will lighten up. Both of you will free yourselves from this energy, and there will be some sort of liberation from this stubborn energy where you can talk at least. They're not giving me anything more than that. They're now asking me to go to the reading. Okay, so just so you're aware, we'll leave that there for now. If love comes up, we will mention it as it comes. But the Wheel of Fortune, Capricorn, your protagonist energy. So you're being guided by fate in January into February. And there's an energy here of fortune favors the brave. And Capricorn, when you see a good deal, and you know it's a good deal because you've strategized, you found out all the details of every avenue of an opportunity. When you know it's a good deal, you're all in and you're willing to take the risk. Okay, normally you're very solid, practical sort of energy about you, but when you know that it's going to pay off, and your gamble does pay off, whatever risk it is with the Wheel of Fortune, it pays off. So in terms of business, there's going to be a lucky streak for you. Expect lucky breaks to come your way, but you've worked really hard for this, Capricorn, so it'll be no surprise that you're getting what you truly deserve, but a little bit extra sprinkled on top because, as I said, fortune favors the brave and you've worked really hard. Now, it has come after a period of either a bad run of luck or things were out of your control. You felt stuck in a rut going round and round in circles. But I feel like you've monopolized your time very well. You've used it in order to rest, recoup, and do a bit of learning. Okay, I feel like there's learning in your chart as well. So you may have gone and done some online courses or booked yourself onto some courses there to further your game, to lift you up through the ranks of whatever it is that you do. Now, we have that star energy. So there is a little bit of energy here with regards to love. I will talk about that briefly in a moment. But in terms of business and your career path, I feel like there's a renewed hope here. This has been kick-started from the 21st, they're giving me 21st of December, okay, as we sort of started looking towards the approach of the new age of Aquarius when we had that great conjunction. So you may have felt the shift change for you in terms of energy and feel like something better is coming, and it is. Okay, so the stars indicate stars are aligning for you to follow your heart, speak your truth, and get what you truly desire. But you have to have faith. Okay, and I know that's such a word where it's there's no tangibility there. You're like, give me something a little bit more grounded. Having faith is okay, but show me some truth. Show me some evidence of prosperity coming. And because that's your sign, Capricorn. You would never go forward without a fact or truth. Okay, so we got that Ace of Earth there, which indicates Spirit is going to show you tangible evidence of prosperity in January to let you know, especially for your birthday month, especially to let you know that you're on the right track and the stars are aligning for your ascension. There's a lot of inspiration here. You're being inspired by life in January. which is interesting because you may start the approach to January like, well, it's another day, it's just another month, it's just another continuation of 2020. Nothing's really changing. Well, there are things shifting throughout the year. Around about March, April time, there will be a definite shift in terms of humanity. That's the energy that I'm getting. But in terms of you, Capricorn, a lot of success. I feel like you got your nose to the grindstone, and you are strategizing for a very exciting, successful year in terms of finances. Okay, so the stars are aligning for that. Also, there's a little bit of healing. Okay, that's the love I want to talk about, the love section. They give me an energy of healing, perhaps wounds. Maybe you've had to shed something, or there was a bit of a surprise. You maybe lost either a person or a relationship or something. It's crossed by the tower, so they're indicating something may have shaken your foundations in 2020, and you know, you're healing from that. It'll take some time, and there is a little bit of resistance. It feels like you may have buried your head in trying to work out your financial future, so that you don't have to deal with some emotions, which is totally like human. Okay, so don't beat yourself up, don't have any sort of regrets or anything like that. Stars are aligning for everything to work out in divine timing. Now we have the Emperor card. When we get that, that's about being in a position of authority, Capricorn. You're in a better position than you may feel. You're in a very strong sort of sector in whatever it is that you do. I feel like you're definitely strategizing for the future, creating some sort of plan to rise up through the ranks, but also you're respecting others that have gone before you. You may even be sort of seeking advice from people that you sort of respect, and see what they've done, so that you can see what is successful in their realm and how you could incorporate it in your own style. Because a Capricorn, you march to the beat of your own drum. As I said, you wouldn't be a copycat in any shape or form. You're very unique and very original there. So I feel like you're looking at others though, and seeing what works, what doesn't work, and you're employing it to whatever it is that you do. Now there's a little bit of nervousness here. It's here with, they're indicating with that Nine of Swords, a little bit of anxiety. It's almost like, feel the fear, do it anyway. Trust your intuition, Capricorn. Follow your heart. It will not lead you astray. Now, also, when you get this card, you may be dealing with banks or governments, schools, colleges, some sort of institution there that helps you on your merry way. So as I said, you may be doing some sort of online courses, or you may be contacting banks and seeing, finding out a strategy financially for your future plan or your business plans, and really sort of rising through the ranks there. It's a wonderful, exciting adventure that seems to be coming your way. Now we have that Ace of Earth, one of my favorite cards. It's so beautiful. It's a reminder that prosperity in its purest form will manifest in the physical world. Abundance will come to you now. It may come in the form of a lucky break. I feel like you're not expecting it. It is quite a surprise, okay? The universe, the hand of fate, intervenes and brings you this opportunity, okay? There will be many forms of abundance coming towards you over 2021, but in January, you're aligning yourself with success. So it's almost like you're getting ready. And when you get an ace, aces are new. They're gifts from the universe to say, you know what, you've done really well. And here is some karma, some good karma there. I feel like you'll be making an impact in whatever it is that you want to do for your career. The structural foundation for that impact will start in January 2021. But you'll definitely start to see the sprouts of your success, and you'll see the way. It's almost like a lot of people will be giving you a lot of respect, rising you up. As you can see, it's been a bit of a rocky time. That stag is standing on a rock there. But if you can see the symbol that is over the rock, three-legged symbol indicates you're moving on. You're not stagnant, Capricorn. You never stay in one place. You're always moving forward, and that is the secret of your success, okay? So they're indicating here this tower and this Eight of Air. So the tower could be something that it was basically a surprise. In this deck, it just basically means surprise, as I said. Some sort of transition, paradigm shifts, sudden upheaval that took something away, and it was to make way for something better. Now the tower, I'm going to pull a card on it because it is crossed with that Eight of Air. Now the Eight of Air is some sort of release. Okay, it could have been denial. It could be that you were in a relationship that was toxic, or had low communication between you. When you get this card over the Tower, it's illuminating something that needed to be shed, and you are doing it because we got the Fool crossing it and the Devil. Okay, the Devil in reverse means you let go of this toxic situation and you're recovering from it. It may have been an abusive situation. It could have been some sort of addiction. The Devil is a Capricorn card, which so it speaks to your element. It could have been you who was in some sort of addiction there, and you're being really healthy, and by addiction I mean a lot of negative things happened over 2020, and I know they happen every year, but more so in 2020 we've been aware of it in terms of humanity. So you may have found yourself having a little bit extra alcohol, or numbing things, sitting down and watching Netflix, and go, what, I maybe I'll go to the gym tomorrow, all of those things. It could be anything that you found yourself getting into a bit of a pattern, but it came as a bit of a surprise, Capricorn. So it feels like something may have shaken your foundations, and you're healing it, you're letting go of it, but it feels more like it's a mental anxiety, an anguish, something that made you feel that you were denying. It feels like you're finally seeing things as they are, and you're having the courage to release them and sort of go forward and get what you truly want and desire, okay, which is a beautiful energy to be in. You really are embracing 2021. I feel like you start embracing it though around about the second week of January, once you start to see some sort of prosperity coming your way, because I'm doing your reading right now on New Year's Eve, 31st of December, and the energy I'm picking up for you, Capricorn, right now is, I'm glad 2020 is over, but it's the same old thing. It's the same old energy. We're just naming it a different day. Happy New Year. So I feel like there is a cynicism here, okay? But that will change in the middle of January. Okay, they're saying Flora to me, Flora, Flora, I guess, Flora. They're not spelling it to me, they're just saying Flora. So if that's your name, Flora, or Flora means something, maybe it's a place where you live, or it's a company you work for. If Flora means anything to you right now, I mean, it could even be, I think there's like some sort of butter spread or something that is called that. Maybe you're even just spreading that right now, Flora. If that's you, then there's something in this message for you. But we have the Six of Air. This indicates a necessary transition, okay? You're accepting that things have to change and that they are changing. With the Six of Air, it is a beautiful energy because it is a rite of passage, okay? Things are meant to change with time to give you greater wisdom, but also to shift you away from anything that's tumultuous and have you get in the right position so that you can strategize your prosperity path, okay? It's like you're on your life's purpose and you're on a bit of a journey there, on a mission. Now, I said I'm going to pull a card because they said, you didn't pull a card, so, and they are right. So one moment, please. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please clarify that Tower and the Eight of Swords? Page of Wands. Okay, so this could be a job opportunity or project that really spoke to your heart. You may have lost this, something that you may have even lost your mojo in 2020. That Page of Wands is a Sagittarian energy, and it's about that spark, that sort of desire to create, that determination to sort of embrace new projects. And 2020, what a doozy. Even worse than that, I'm sorry to use that word, I want to say something really stronger than that, but I'm not gonna do that. But anyway, it's about you lost your spirit a little bit maybe in 2020 because okay, I'm just going to go and get that card. Just popped over there. One moment, please. So we got the Hermit, and we got the Hermit in reverse. Okay, so this indicates, this could be whatever loss this was, or that shook your foundations, shook your mojo, and your passion for life, as it were, and it was a forced isolation. When you got the Hermit card, especially in the upright, that's, you go solitude for yourself, for some sort of spiritual illumination and a quest for clarity. But when you get it in the reverse, it indicates some sort of forced solitude, which of course we all had isolation in moments and things like that, but there's also a little bit of loneliness. So you could have separated from someone who was either a Virgo or a Sagittarian or had those placements, and you know, it maybe shook your foundations, or you lost out on a job. It feels like it really shook your center a little bit. They asked for one more, so I'll give it. The moon. But yeah, it allowed you, as you can see, it's the same energy. It allowed you to see things clearly and get the truth of the situation. So pay close attention as well to your dreams, especially right about this time. We've just gone through, you know, the full moon in Cancer. So you should be very prophetic at this time. A lot of spiritual truth coming in your dreams. So be mindful of that. Now, I just want to pull a card on this Six of Air, because you may be relocating in January, or making the plans to do so for 2021. That could involve moving home. It could involve, okay, we got Temperance in reverse and the Strength in reverse. So they're indicating some sort of chaotic energy. Okay, yeah. See, I'm picking up on this energy right now, which is, you know, this is how I feel like you're approaching 2021 so far. You know, a lot of discord, disharmony. You're not sure how things are going. You're not really confident that you can make all the actions that you're planning, and you may even feel like things are out of your control. But the universe is going to show you that actually things will shift in your favor. Okay, can you please clarify the Six of Air? Please clarify the Six of Air for my beautiful Capricorn. What do they need to know? How would you like to receive? Thank you. Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, so it feels like you know that there needs to be some sort of shift, or you're thinking about some sort of relocation, but you're not sure how it's going to go down, because there's a Queen of Cups energy, and although you're an earth element, there's an energy here of, you know, you're feeling a little bit insecure about making those plans. And we got the Ace of Swords as well, which indicates some sort of... you don't want to, it's almost like you don't want to make a poor judgment and think to relocate because of the state of the world. That's the energy I've got here. Even though you've made some plans, you're not sure how they can be actioned. Things are going to shift and show you how you can make that, because your overall energy is making changes and success here. And also you have the Fool card, which indicates a new start. Now, you could also feel like you're you know, if you're in a relationship, you could also be in a relationship with someone who is a Scorpio or a Cancer or a Pisces, even an air sign as well, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And you may feel like you're not really making any plans until you know where you're at with that person. Okay, now that person could be in a job or a situation, or it could be in a relationship. But it feels like this is, I feel like, because they show me with this card, they show me the human brain. So it feels like all of this is swirling in your brain. Okay, but the truth of the situation is actually, it's going to prove you wrong a little bit, Capricorn. And I know you don't like to be proven wrong, but you will be in the best possible sense. Okay, so if you're feeling a little bit clouded about some of these ideas that you've been having, know that they will come to fruition. Okay, because we got that transformation card, which is like a phoenix from the ashes. You know, that last hour being saved, you know, that sort of energy where there is a transformative change, and it happens for your highest good. It's almost like whatever you're shedding and letting go, you're letting go so that it doesn't weigh you down, so that you can fly instead of just come on into 2021 feeling bogged down. So there is a beautiful moment. It kicks in, I have to say, it kicks in around about the 14th or 15th of January, where you're like, it's all starting to fall into place. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. And then that's why Spirit has got the star card right at the center of your reading, which is have faith. There's some really good surprises headed your way after a bit of a bad run of luck. But all your plans, don't abandon them, because they are actionable. Okay. So we have that wonderful transformative energy shifting. Now we have this Messenger of Fire paired with the Ace of Pentacles. This is very exciting. It means there is a financially lucrative opportunity coming your way. If you're looking for a job, there's a new job coming on in. If you're looking for a raise or a promotion, I know in these times it's really like, really? I mean, how's that going to happen? But you'll be surprised. You'll get a little bit more money than you expect. But I feel like you're moving. So either you're moving into another department in the same company, or you're moving into another company that's going to pay you more money. It's definitely going to be speaking to your passion. When you get a messenger of fire, this is the determination I was talking about. You're rising up through the ranks. You're surrounded by inspiration, and you're finding it within you. It's like you're finding your mojo again towards the end of January. So don't lose hope. Trust that your vision and whatever it is you're trying to get off the ground, trust that it will help you rise through the ranks. It has value. Please do not. It's almost like they're saying, don't give up, Capricorn. I know that you're maybe feeling a little bit sort of like a, they're giving me the word lead balloon. Lead balloon. Well, that's two words, but lead balloon. Okay, so I get an energy of feeling deflated. That's the energy I'm getting. But that's all going to shift for you. Now, that messenger of fire, it feels like it's your determination, your headstrong abilities to get the job done, and acknowledging your fire allows that opportunity to be won. And it is yours, Capricorn. What is meant for you will never pass you by. But you've had to do a little bit of shedding to get there. Shedding of things that don't emotionally serve you or even are not part of your plan. Okay, because I feel like you've got very much a strategic plan. Like you may have like a 5-year plan. They just said dossier. What? A dossier. Wow. So it's almost like... A dossier? What? So maybe you've made some sort of business plan. You got the Emperor there, so you could be an entrepreneur or setting up your own business, and you've created some sort of business plan dossier that you have to present to the banks, etc., to continue with the funding or talking to partners, business partners, that sort of thing. This is a Sagittarian energy. It allows you to be free-spirited. It feels like, lusty, free-spirited creativity, kind of that sort of energy. So this new project allows you to be yourself, Capricorn, self-expression as well. Now, we got that wonderful Fool card energy, and this is about the new start. It requires that leap of faith, okay? So you may be transitioning from one way of working. It could be a certain business area, and you're moving into another business area, but they may have some sort of crossover in terms of what you do, because I feel like you're bringing your skill set with you, but it's not completely the same thing as it was before. I hope that makes sense. But we got that Fool card energy. Sorry, just give me one moment, please. Okay. So they're saying Baboa. Baboa. I'm not sure what Baboa is. I will look it up. I love learning from Spirit as much as everybody else. Baboa. So maybe it's a place, maybe it's a name, maybe it's your family name, Baboa. Maybe it's the company that you're setting up, or maybe a company that you work for. Please take it as it resonates. But we got that Fool card energy, which is a call to your spirit. Okay, can you see she's making that call? And it is once you sort of surrender to Spirit, take that leap of faith and open up that new path, that new adventure for a new beginning there. It's almost like your soul tribe, the people who are meant to come into your life for a reason to help you on your path, come towards you. You signal to the universe you're ready for change, okay? So that is why all this magic starts to happen around you. And the Fool card energy makes you realize that having faith and trusting in what is meant for you, you sort of realize anything is possible here. And you've got a couple of lucky breaks coming towards you, one of which is in January and actually will give you proof, as it were, that things are shifting in your favor. Now, we do have this Magician card in the reverse, which indicates unfulfilled potential. Okay, now you may have had to scatter your energy, or you felt like you were scattered for a while because you lost your mojo. This is not like you, Capricorn. You always get up and go, and you'll be like, what, another restriction? How can I, what, I can't even. And we got that 5 of Pentacles here. So you may have felt a little bit, either maybe you lost some finances, or you felt like you were worried about losing a lot of finances. I mean, everybody across the board lost a lot in 2020. So I'm sending out a lot of love to you and a lot of hugs. As you can see, there may have even been a little bit of anger, because you can see here we've got those 4 Pentacles, and that extra pentacle there, there's a smash in that mirror. So I feel like there was some sort of anger towards something. Maybe even someone walked away from you and made you feel like you were abandoned in some situation, and that you felt like there's unfulfilled potential there. You've been doing a lot of rest healing. Okay, that Four of Swords in the upright indicates, you know, retreating, renewal of your energy and recovering from some sort of heartbreak or something, but you're doing it solo. Okay, I'm going to pull a card on it because they're giving me this energy that it's like you've powered up. And as you hit the middle of January there, they're just saying solo, 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 solo. So I guess they are indicating like a solitary energy. Yeah, it may have knocked your confidence, Capricorn, with that Empress in reverse. And I feel like you may be thinking to another person in terms of, you know, you may have felt like if you separated from someone in terms of a love relationship in 2020 or just before, you may be still thinking about it, back to it, and trying to sort of launch yourself into your business, your career, to sort of not think about them. I don't feel like you're dependent on them in any way, Capricorn, but I feel like it may have knocked your confidence. You're not so self-assured when it comes to believing in yourself in some area. I feel personally the energy I'm getting, it's in love, okay? Because at least in terms of work, I feel like you can strategize, you can make plans, and if one plan doesn't work, you got a backup plan, that sort of thing. But love is something that is a little bit kind of like, they just said unpredictable. That's the energy, unpredictable. That's what they're giving me. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful... Yeah, King of Swords. So you may have been dealing with a Gemini or someone who didn't really express their emotions. Someone who was also, you know, a master of their own craft. Someone who is an entrepreneur type leader. And they're thinking about you a lot as well, Capricorn. I feel like you're trying not to think about this person, but you may hear from this person. So I'm just going to quickly pull a card on that. Will they hear? Can you please guide me regarding this king? Yeah, so we got the Five of Cups in the reverse. A lot of mourning, a lot of regret, a feeling of being abandoned and unloved. This person will come back to talk to you. They want forgiveness, or there's some sort of recovery here. They want to recover a conversation and some sort of connection with you, okay? They still hold feelings for you, this person. I'm not sure whether they want to rekindle the relationship with that card. I'm just getting that they miss you quite a lot, okay? Page of Wands has come up again. So this person may be younger than you or immature, but they may be a Sagittarian energy, because when I was crossing that tower to check the energy, that Page of Wands came up as well. So maybe this is the thing that shook your foundations, a relationship that made you lose your mojo there. The Hermit, yeah, look at that. We got the Hermit again. Pay close attention to the synchronicities in your reading. This may be the reason why you're in solo or solitary energy, okay? I'm sure that this is just sometimes I get trickster energy in my reading, and I just said solo, and they've been saying solo, solo, solo. I just said solo, and then they said Han Solo, okay? So, I mean... I'm going to dismiss that, but perhaps Han Solo is I know it's a character from a Star Wars movie, but that it may have been a nickname for you or this person, or it may be relevant in some way. For me, I'm feeling that it's kind of trickster energy, trying to sort of, infiltrate the message, basically, is the energy I'm getting. Now we have that Nine of Swords in the reverse there, which indicates, you're resting and recovering after this person. They're still thinking about you, Capricorn. You may hear from them right at the end of January, though, because this person is stubborn. And I feel you are also quite stubborn. That's not going to be for everyone, so just please take it as it resonates. They're saying the name Gary to me, Gary. So either your name is Gary or the person's name is Gary. If that's you, there's something in this message for you, okay? Now, I'm just going to get some final messages before we close. Anything final that you would like to say to my... Okay. Sorry, they just said not that deck. This one? Okay. Sorry, they're giving me the name Stephanie as well. Stephanie. So if your name is Stephanie, there's something in this message for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? Okay, Ten of Swords. Okay, so that is the ending of something that was quite difficult, and you may have felt very solitary, but Spirit wants you to remember you're not alone. As you can see, all those ravens there, they are spirits. They're guiding you towards a new start. Okay, but also when they guide you towards a new start, there is forgiveness, there is moving on, there is recovery. So although you may feel like you're a solitary figure right now, Capricorn, don't lose confidence. That Queen of Wands in the reverse indicates, maybe even in someone who has got a Leo placement there, there's a coldness, there's an anger with somebody, but they're still talking and thinking about you to other people. So even though you may feel like this is done and done, you're still very much on their mind. Any final messages for my beautiful Judgment? Okay, it's your call to your prosperity path. You're surrendering to Spirit. 2021 is very much, you'll be guided by Spirit, and you will see very clearly the direction that you're meant to be in. Because I feel like you're making some sort of change in terms of your career path, which is a big deal for you, Capricorn, because I feel like there's a shift where you've gone, I've given my life to my career path, and I've gone so far. I'm not sure if I want to do this anymore unless another opportunity comes in that proves to me that I'm on the right track. So I feel like you're going to get proof that you're on the right track, but in some way I feel like you're shifting from one space to another space, and being very, very successful in that shift. Okay, it feels like if 2021 was a graph for you, I feel like you're on the up. Your trajectory is going up there. Now they just touched my arm. They just touched my arm here. Can you please guide me? What's this about? They're indicating some sort of cut here. Cut. You may have had stitches for this cut. Some sort of cut here. Because the way that they're showing it to me, it's almost like I'm seeing zigzag kind of bits in it. And I can't quite see if it's, where stitches would have been. But they're indicating a cut here. It's quite big. It's about that big from here to here. Okay, so if that's you right here, there's something in this message for you. Okay, and now they said go finally. Okay, anything more for my beautiful Capricorn? We have the Three of Wands, expansion. Okay, so expansion on whatever it is you're passionate about. And we have the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups, you got it again, which is there's hope returning. So don't be thinking about the cups that have spilt over. Don't be thinking about the past there, because I'm just going to show you in the upright what they're indicating here is, just when you're not expecting it, when you're least expecting it, there is an opportunity coming towards you, and it is fulfilling. Okay, now you got it in the reverse, and fives are normally a card of obstacles or conflicts, but when you get them in reverse, they're very positive cards. Okay, so you're overcoming obstacles, you're moving on. So there's, as I said, your mojo is kind of coming back around about the 14th, 15th of January. Now they asked me to go one more, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Okay, we got the Knight of Swords. So that indicates the lifestyle change. Okay, so you're making those big changes. They're going to be very successful, Capricorn. Also, this Knight of Swords is an air element there, so it could be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. Someone is coming to talk. They're going to give you the truth of the situation. So either expect an email or a call, some sort of message. Someone, I feel it's coming from that King of Swords energy. Now, male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy. Okay, so someone that maybe you weren't talking to, someone that you may have fallen out with or feel like you shed, didn't really give you their emotions. They're coming to talk. But the overall energy I get of this, Capricorn, is that you're making some big changes, lifestyle changes in January 2021 that will affect your future. And there's a lot of success and happiness here. So it's exciting energy, okay? Okay, maybe it's this trickster energy again, but they said, and tights. and tights. And this figure is wearing tights, okay? But maybe you've just bought a pair of tights, or you've just done some sort of fancy dress, sort of dressing up and then filming yourself online for friends to make them laugh. Something about tights. Sorry, they're just, what's that? Something, men in tights. Okay, I'm not sure what this is, but something, it looks like they're showing me a film. It's like something men in tights. And when I'm looking at it, when I'm looking at the figures in this sort of movie screen thing they're showing me, it's like it's Robin Hood or something. Maybe it is a film about that, Robin Hood, and maybe you just watched it. Now, maybe you're embodying that energy of Robin Hood, you know. I hope you're not stealing from the rich. Well, I mean, if anyone you're going to steal from the rich. I'm not advocating stealing in any shape or form. Don't do it. Don't do it. But I mean, maybe you're being really generous, as in, you know, you're giving to charity or giving to the poor. Please scrap that what I just said about stealing, because no one should ever steal. Okay, that's definitely not a thing. But yeah, if you've just watched that film, or that film resonates for you in some way, please take it as it resonates, because I'm not really sure what they're giving me with that. But I do feel like there's a little bit of cheeky energy that has joined the reading here. Now I'm just going to give you some final messages before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? So they're saying the name Astra. Sorry, is it Astra or Astrid? No, Astra. And then they said afterwards AstraZeneca. AstraZeneca. Now, because they both, I mean, seem connected, they may be connected. So please take it as it resonates. Okay. Now we have a guardian angel. You are not alone. So I did say at the beginning there, you may have been in a solitary mode, but you're definitely not alone at all. There should be a little black bird, beautiful little blackbird with a little orange beak. So you may have seen one of these recently, if that was you. That's spirit letting you know that they have been with you. Okay, this little blackbird may come to visit you a couple of times. So they want you to be aware that you're not alone, okay? And we got Mirror Guardian, time for reflection. So this is the time, yeah, looking at the past, looking at the future. Time for reflection. So definitely that hermit kind of energy. But they're actually showing me, like, mirrors are very important to you, because they're showing me mirrors quite heavily. So there's like a mirror, perhaps you even broke a mirror in 2020, because they're showing me mirrors, and it's almost like reflecting. But when you look at a mirror, you think about reflecting on the past, but they're actually showing me a mirror, and they're showing me reflecting on the future. So you're very much in future mode, but they're showing me this broken mirror from this card as well. So maybe you broke a mirror in 2020. If you did, they want you to acknowledge you don't have a bad run of luck, okay? They just want you to be aware. Don't be thinking that you're going to get more bad luck. That's not going to happen, okay? So thinking about the future, time for reflection. Now I'm just going to give you wisdom of the oracle before we close the reading. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We have Imagine. So very, very important energy. It's number 20. So that is the Judgment card. Okay, which is about your spiritual path. That's the second energy you've had. We got the Judgment card there as well. So this is a call to your prosperity path, your life's purpose. Okay, so I feel like you're making those changes to really adjust yourself to who you are now, not who you were 20 years ago when you decided to follow a career in whatever. Who you are now, and you're making the necessary adjustments to have a more peaceful sort of lifestyle. But Imagine is also connecting me to that energy of what you think about, you bring about. Oh, they just said, I feel like they've said this before. They've said, gone fishing for a dream. Gone fishing for a dream. And they're indicating that you're going to catch it. Okay, you're going to catch it. That's the energy I got here. So pay very close attention to what you think about, you bring about. Things like law of attraction, cosmic ordering. Set some intentions, Capricorn. I feel like you always do that anyway. So you may be in that mindset right now. They're actually showing me someone writing down like a list of things that they want to achieve, and then putting it in a bowl and burning it. Now, I know a lot of people will probably do stuff like that, but if you've just done it literally in the last 24 hours, because the energy is quite strong, or perhaps you're about to do it in the next 24 hours, it's almost like you've prepared it. Okay, so they're showing me like little bricks of stuff that you're putting in a bowl, and you're going to burn it. So if that's you, there's something in this message for you. Now I'm just going to read from the book, as I wouldn't want to tell you anything wrong. Oh, they said one of these first. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Breakthrough. Okay, so a breakthrough. Lots of transformation here, Capricorn. And it's number 8, which is the number of courage. It's the Strength card. It's about loving yourself, having confidence, knowing your self-worth should be high, okay? And knowing what you truly deserve, respecting yourself, and following from there. There's a huge transformative force here, and I feel like you're obeying that call to spirit. That is the breakthrough, okay? There's 2 cards there, the Judgment card you got and the Breakthrough card, and both figures have their arms up to the universe, and they're surrendering to the journey, okay? So huge breakthrough here. Now let me give you number 20. They just said Eileen to me, Eileen. So maybe your name is Eileen, or someone in your sphere is called Eileen. Please take it, Eileen. Yeah, Eileen. Yes, definitely feels like a name to me, okay? So we have imagination, turning imagination into manifestation, creative thought, visualization, the power of aligning imagery and feelings, creativity and illusions. And you got the prosperity message, which is, this is a powerful time to get clear on how to create your prosperity, what it means to you to be prosperous, and what attributes you need to develop in yourself to make things happen. Who do you need to be to live out your dreams? Can you imagine the kind of life you desire? Really imagine it without holding back the sense or the sheer force of your powers of creativity. If you can envisage it, you can have it. Get ready, for prosperity is waiting for you to claim it now. Act as if your dreams really will come true. So it basically clarifies the whole reading. You know, have faith that it is going to happen, because it is. But what you think about, you bring about. Power of mind is very important. If you think you can't do it, Spirit says, you're right, you can't do it. So think about the negative thinking that you may be in a pattern of doing. I feel like you're shedding all that. But know that you can, Capricorn. If anyone can, it's you. Now I'm just going to give you a trinket before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, White Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? Oh, interesting. Okay, so number 1, we got a coin. So definitely some finances coming on in there for you, Capricorn. You may be thinking about relocating because this is, it says Elizabeth II, Queen Elizabeth II. So this is a British coin, I think. Yeah, this is a British coin. So you may be thinking about relocating in some way for your job, or your new career or opportunity somehow relates to the UK, or maybe you're moving from the UK to somewhere else for finances. So money is definitely on your chart for January there, because we got the coin, okay? Where would you like this? They want on the Wheel of Fortune. So good fortune is coming towards you, but they just said fortune favors the brave. So use your intuition, but it looks like taking that leap of faith will pay off. And we also have an apple. So being healthy, definitely. I know that's an obvious thing to say, because all of us are going to be like, oh, damn, going to be investing in a very good diet for 2021, especially after all 2020 has thrown at us. But injecting a healthy sort of attitude to food there, but also they're indicating healthy relationships, healthy situations, healthy work situations. You're letting go of anything that sort of tries to infiltrate your peace of mind. And we have that apple. Sorry, just give me something. One moment, please. You know, it's so weird. I'm looking at the apple and they're saying banana state. Banana state. Now, I don't know where the banana state is or what the banana state is. Maybe it's not even a thing. But that's what they're saying as I look at the apple. I would connect it normally to New York. So perhaps, there is an opportunity in the States there for you somewhere, or wherever your country calls the Big Apple. Perhaps Big Apple just indicates city dwelling. But they're actually saying banana state. to me. So I'm not sure what that means. So please forgive my ignorance in that situation. They want it on the Emperor, okay? So it's about intention. It's about creativity. And also we do have 2 hearts there. So they are connected as one. Interestingly enough, one heart is bigger than the other, which indicates, you know, I feel like there may be a question mark over the investment a person may have been doing in a relationship, but you may be finding your soul tribe as well in terms of business connections or networking, but leading with love. We've got a soul connection here, so you may be hearing right at the end of January from someone that you really love. And they are thinking about you, but there's a stubborn energy, so you may not be talking. They actually want it over here on the King of Swords. Really weird. Okay, so I will leave it there, my beautiful Capricorn. I hope something resonated in this reading for you. If it did, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell. Apparently that's important. It lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Also, I'll be doing your 12-month spread in the next couple of days, so check that out. But I just want to say as well, someone is impersonating me and other tarot readers on YouTube. They are connecting with you all, saying or offering personal readings for money. I will never ask you for money, okay? I'm also not doing personal readings at this time, so it's definitely not me. Please keep yourself safe. I know you wouldn't ever sort of, you know, you wouldn't not do your due diligence on stuff like that, but I just wanted to, again, reiterate, especially this time of year, people are, you know, desperate, and please beware of the scammers because they're in full force at the moment. Okay, my beautiful Capricorns, I will leave it there. Thank you so much. Love and light.